Anthony Kim.
Oh my God, you're recording.
I am.
So it's our first vlog with me back home, and we're actually not in the house right now.
If you couldn't tell.
So I'm back from my trip, and we're going grocery shopping because I've been home almost a week. Today is Friday. We're going grocery shopping.
Yes.
We've been trying to make it work with like the food that we have in the house, and we're kind of succeeding.
We've survived thus far.
We've eaten out a couple of times. We went grocery shopping like the day we got home. So we got home at like 1 o'clock in the morning on Saturday.
Yeah.
Last Saturday.
Very early.
And so we went to bed. I woke up and I went grocery shopping, and I bought the stuff to make like guacamole and pico de gallo. We made fajitas.
Yes.
That was amazing.
They were really good.
But that was last weekend. So in this week, like Monday was Memorial Day. I didn't have to work. You know, we took a nice little break from vlogging. We have had a very nice week, kind of, because I brought home a friend with me. I brought home a really disgusting cold, and then I have shared it with Anthony. So I'm still like, I'm like at the very end of it. I'm getting over it. All I have left is like a little bit of a tickle in my chest.
Yeah.
But he's in the snotty stages.
I'm in snotty coffee stages.
So he's got some tea, but it's Friday. We're gearing up for another weekend, which is nice. And like this week I've been kind of prepping for our like routine, because I am really desperate to go back into like a normal routine.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny because like we have something planned next weekend too, and we also have something planned the weekend after that, which you should know about, but like I totally forgot when it was. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
In another video. But like I'm just ready to like go back into a routine. I want to exercise again. I want to eat like better again. So we're gonna go back to the diet we were doing that worked for us last summer. Anyway, I've got our grocery shopping list here.
Woo!
And it's a big one. So we're gonna go to Aldi right now. We've got an order that we're gonna pick up because I placed the order on the app for Sam's Club earlier today, but I forgot some stuff. And they said they were out of stock of limes. I don't know that I believe that, so I'm gonna go into the store because I forgot a couple of other things. So I have 4 things from Sam's Club that I also have to go into the store for. And then what we don't get at Aldi and Sam's, we will go to Publix for.
Yes.
And we have had kind of an epiphany, and this is like kind of a game changer for us. Anthony, we believe, has some form of gluten intolerance. We don't know how serious it is, but we know that when he eats gluten, because we basically put him through the test, we know when he eats gluten he doesn't feel well, and so he's been cutting it out and he's been feeling better.
Yeah, it was not a fun test.
Yeah, he texted me when I was on the trip and he was like, my tummy hurts. And I'm like, okay, what have you been eating? Because that to me is like where you start. He's like, well, I've been sticking to the diet. I've been eating salad for lunch, eggs for breakfast, and then like the butter chicken that you made for dinner.
Yep.
But Thomas got a bunch of cookies when you guys left, and I've been eating those. And then we had
pizza on the weekends.
Chicken tenders. And I'm
Yep.
like, sounds to me like carbs, but probably not just carbs, probably like specifically gluten. And so I'm like, maybe try cutting out gluten. And he's like, a couple days later, he's like, why do I feel better?
I felt better than I had for like weeks. I didn't realize I wasn't feeling good until I felt better.
Yeah. So we're kind of like learning. So if you have any gluten-free tips, if you've got like a favorite gluten-free bread, if you've got any kind of like hint for eating sushi with like a gluten intolerance.
If you've got gluten-free bread that's the size of normal sandwich bread, that's a great place to start.
Yeah, we got a loaf of gluten-free bread from Publix last Saturday, and it was tiny.
It was small loaf.
And it was also expensive.
Yep.
And so it was just kind of like, well, let's see if there's anything better out there, because it was literally the only kind of gluten-free bread the Publix near our house had. And
Yeah,
so,
it's just crazy.
yeah, so that's our learning curve. And so that's something like a new development. Anyway, we're almost to Aldi, so we're gonna go grocery shopping, but we're gonna take you with us.
Yay, welcome to Aldi.
Welcome.
Aldi shopping.
Welcome to our reset.
Woo!
I don't know if you can tell, but it has rained, and it looks like it's gonna rain again. It has rained every single day that I've been home.
It's been really stormy this week.
It's been really stormy and really, really, really humid and sticky. But I gotta admit, coming from where it was so dry, I don't mind at all. You can tell I'm out of practice going to the grocery store because I just tried to walk up to Aldi without a quarter. Well, that's a relief. I was afraid there wouldn't be one in this truck. All right, trying this one more time. Let's see if we can go up to Aldi and get our groceries. It's so funny to me. The first thing that we see when we walk in is not this, but this pad thai chicken is gluten-free.
Oh my gosh.
No way. Another thing are these Kevin's meals. Okay, so these are certified gluten-free, and they've got the Korean barbecue and the orange chicken, but I've already got a couple of those in the cart, but also gluten-free. So maybe this will be easier than we thought. We just need to find a good gluten-free bread.
Apparently this is a good place to look for gluten-free stuff.
Cool. And we found some gluten-free bread. We got a white and a whole grain, and it's wide pan bread, and it's only $7. So thank you,
it's
Aldi.
Like $2 cheaper than Publix.
I hope it tastes good, because I mean it's certified gluten-free, but it feels kind of hard. So I hope it tastes good.
I think that's fine, especially if we're gonna toast it.
That's true, because
really nice.
the bread you got at Publix, you were afraid you weren't gonna like.
Yeah.
But then when you
was,
toasted it, you put some butter
okay.
on it, you were like, oh, this is good.
Yeah, without toasting it, it was very okay. But toasted, it was like, oh, this is like bread.
Yeah. Well, the sun came back out, but we got out of Aldi for, holy cow. Gosh, these people, I forgot how crazy drivers in Florida were. $105.19. That's not too bad.
That's pretty good.
You know, we got some gluten-free bread, we got some sparkling water, we got some meat and cheese, we got some gluten-free paleo chicken meals, we got some gluten-free chicken breast bites.
This saw, like, almost on the way out.
Yeah, like this Live G-Free brand. Oh, sorry. Let me unlock the car. I think this Live G-Free brand is going to be, maybe, hopefully, a game changer. I hope. And then we'll try this pad thai with chicken. I figure if we doctor this up with like onions and maybe some more mushrooms, maybe some bean sprouts, and more carrots, it should feed at least 3. Because it says 2.5 servings per container. We can give it a try. It's raining, can you tell? We're in the Sam's Club parking lot, and we're experiencing a torrential downpour.
Out of nowhere, too.
Out of absolutely nowhere. So, we've had some, I want to say, difficulties. We came here to Sam's Club from Aldi, because like some time has passed since I last talked to you. We came here to Sam's Club. The order that I placed for pickup this morning at 11 o'clock, it was supposed to be ready at 4. It's now after 6, and it's not ready.
Yep.
There's like a ton of cars clogging all of the like pickup spots, and I think some of them are like people who just parked to go into the store. And then also he was gonna place an order at Chipotle for dinner, and he placed it on their website on his phone, so like a mobile website, and it said it charged him 4 times.
Yeah.
And so
because I kept saying there was an error, and I was like, well, fix it.
Yeah.
Let me re-enter the info and see if it works. And then it was like, no, we're just gonna retry it a couple times, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, so now I have to call and check because
he called the phone number that has a 407 code, right? So you think that that's a Florida phone number. So he called it, and it's a robot, and he cannot get a real person on the phone. The Chipotle's just like, I don't know, 5 minutes away from here. So I drove him over. He called it this time. It's not raining. So we drove over. He went in and like talked to them, and they said that none of the orders went through at all. So he wasn't charged even one time. So we have now placed the Chipotle order on my phone through the app, which seemed to work.
As far as we can tell.
As soon as he got in the car, after like talking to people in Chipotle, it started raining out of nowhere. It went boom,
and then
it was crazy. Now, when we were parked here before, like when he was trying to place the Chipotle order the first time, I saw lightning, but it was far away.
It was far away, and sometimes you get lightning where it's like it's not going to rain.
Yeah, it's not. I figured it would rain because it was oppressively humid when we left Aldi.
Yeah, but it's been oppressively humid for
It has been oppressively humid for several weeks now. Now, I'm only experiencing this week because I'm home for the first time now, but I think it's getting lighter. It's not coming down quite so hard. There's some thunder. There's a bunch of thunder.
Oh, but it's slowing down.
The sky is getting lighter. Oh, hey.
So if you've never been to Florida before, wonder what Florida's weather is like, it's like that.
If you're going to Disney World in... I guess I'll turn the truck off. It's like one less noise. So if you're going to Disney World in the summertime, and that means like any time between May 1st and what, November 1st?
Yeah.
It's probably going to rain during the day. It is what it is. And it will come in out of nowhere, and it will rain very hard. There are inches of water standing in the parking lot right now.
You should turn the camera around so you can...
I don't know that I could see it through the windshield, but like when cars drive by, it's like whoosh. Oh my goodness.
If I get out in my Crocs, my feet might get wet.
I'm wearing socks. I'm going to take my socks off in my Crocs because my feet are going to get wet. But like, it doesn't last very long. 10 minutes, if that, and then it's
Sometimes,
over.
Some days it's like, okay, we're going to start raining a little bit. Like, oh, this will blow past. And then it's been 14 hours.
And the really nice thing about when it rains is it drops the temperature about 10, 15 degrees even. So it might be really, really hot and really humid before it rains. And then it'll rain and you'll be like, oh, hey, I can live in this. So if you don't mind getting a little bit damp, or if you've got a good rain jacket, or if you're like a big fan of umbrellas, I feel like sometimes though, umbrellas don't work as well as like a rain jacket.
Well, it's too windy here.
I just don't mind. Here's the thing. I don't mind getting rained on. For the life of me, I can't understand why people are afraid of rain. I don't get it, you know?
I don't know, but growing up sometimes if it was raining too hard, they wouldn't let us out of our classes.
That's hilarious.
But all of our buildings were basically outside, so...
And he grew up in Florida.
Yeah.
So, very different place. And that wasn't college, that was...
School, public school.
Yeah, public school. And now it's done raining. There's still thunder.
No, there's thunder. There's another one.
So, alright, I'm gonna check on our Sam's Club order and see if they've got any progress.
At all.
Because it's not like I can cancel the order and just pick it up myself, which is what I would prefer. Because at this point,
we're already here.
It's not saving me any time. It's costing me time to be here. So if you're curious, this is what the parking lot looks like after the rain. You can't tell. Yeah, you can't tell how deep it is, but it's several inches deep over here, and it's already drained quite a bit. Well, I did not vlog inside Sam's Club because it was a circus.
It really was.
However, we waited in the member services line and she canceled our order. She said they were like really busy and I could see that. So we ended up getting everything ourselves, or almost everything. We're missing snack size Ziploc bags and red ink pens. We'll have to get those somewhere else because they didn't have them here. So we're home, we've had dinner.
Yay.
Mom's making dog food. I'm making Anthony some tea.
Yay.
We got to unload all the groceries and put everything away. But dinner was delicious. I ate my whole thing. I don't normally do that, but it was delicious. But I need to put groceries away. So that's the next task. Mom's making dog food because although we made a crap ton of dog food before we left, we're not out, but it's
a nuisance to feed it out of the Ziploc bag.
It really is annoying. Feeding them out of these is almost as tedious as putting the food in here. But when
Tedious putting it in and after.
yeah, but normally we feed them out of like a Tupperware container. Let me see if I can show you.
Rubbermaid.
Yeah, she's right. It's Rubbermaid. It's not Tupperware, but we feed them out of this, and this is just so much better.
Oh yeah, so much easier. Our vet says our dogs are in extremely good health and must have a really good diet because he said they are old for as healthy as they are. Our vet
They're healthy for as old as they are.
Yeah, they are. Our vet is really happy with as healthy as they are.
Yeah, and I am too. They act like they're happy even when they're outside crying because they want to be let in. Wah, wah. We've got.
You're eating dinner, and I want to be there with you.
I don't think I showed. I don't think I showed what we got at Sam's Club. We got romaine lettuce. We got a bunch of carrots. We got broccoli, asparagus, mushrooms, blueberries. We got some canned tuna, which is going to be cat food for her. Hi, honey. She goes, ah, ah. We got a ranch.
Carrot.
Oh my God.
And you would think these would be tough, but they are so good.
If you roast them,
oh my
they
God,
are really good carrots. But we also got a ranch dressing. And believe it or not, this Lighthouse Ranch, I think, is the best ranch.
I agree.
The what's it called? The Hidden Valley Ranch just doesn't do it for me anymore.
It used to be good, and it's just not.
Yeah, it used to be good, and now it's not. The fresh squeezed orange juice, you can't beat that. I got some more tilapia. Sorry, Mom, I'm in your way. And then I think, oh, we got a cream. And then I think the rest of that is all Aldi stuff. So, we did pretty good.
We did great.
Thanks. Hello.
Hi.
I used my suction cup thingy, but it's downstairs. Anthony just picked this up. He goes, "What's that?" Except he whispered it. He goes, "What's that?" Like it's a secret.
It's a new toy.
No, it's my jewelry cleaner.
Yeah, I know. I saw when I read it.
I'm like, don't eat that. I'm trying to clean my earrings. I cleaned them before we left on the trip, and like, I'm gonna let them sit overnight. But it's been like a month, which is crazy. It has been a month since I cleaned them, and I like to clean them about once a month. We need to feed the cat. Hold on. She's so excited about dinner.
It's her favorite meal of the day. As long as it's within an hour of dinner.
Well, she loves dinner and she loves breakfast. She's like Yogi. Dinner's my favorite unless it's breakfast time. There you go. Now you can stop screaming.
That'll buy us a minute 30.
So, first vlog back, and it was a grocery shopping vlog.
Yeah.
I kind of had bigger plans for this video. I was like, when I get back from my trip, it's gonna be like a whole new thing, and then it turned into a grocery shopping vlog, but it's fine.
It was a really busy week.
It was a really busy week, and I had more work news today.
Yep.
That I can't tell anybody about. I can't even tell him about it. I'm not supposed to tell anybody. I wish I didn't know, but it's fine. Yeah, anyway, it's 10:41. It's way past bedtime. He was up playing a game, and I was reading. Yeah. Okay, so I finished book 3 of The Wheel of Time a couple days ago.
You're on book 4 now?
I'm on book 4. And the chapter that I finished right before we came upstairs, because he came out of the office, he was like done playing his game with his friends, and he was like, "Oh, I thought you went to bed." And I was like, "No, I'm still reading." And so I wanted to finish that chapter before I came upstairs. And I closed the book and I was laughing, and he was like, "Why are you laughing?" I'm like, "Well, basically, the book in the chapter basically is telling us that whole chapter that was pointless." And it just kind of tickled me. I'm like, okay. So even the author,
really good chuckle out of it.
Even the author thought that maybe not the whole chapter, but the last couple pages were like a waste of time. I'm like, yeah, I agree with that. It's kind of early for a love story, but this is not a reading vlog, so
you have to wait for that one.
What I'm thinking, because I was trying to do like monthly reading wrap-ups, and I think what I'm going to do instead is like a reading vlog where when I have thoughts about a book, I'm just going to like film a vlog clip and talk about it real quick, and then I'll throw all that together in a video. That
sounds pretty good.
Because these books are so long. They're like almost 700 pages, and I've got to show you the margins on this book. It basically covers the entire page. Like, the margins are less than 1/4 of an inch. It's crazy.
Really good use of space.
Yeah, but it's still like 684 pages. And so there's a lot that happens in each book, and at the end of the month, I don't remember what happened. So if I can do like reading vlogs, I think that's going to be better. Anyway, also I'm wearing a dress today. I put it on this morning and Anthony goes, "What's the occasion?" I was like, "Well, it's not tight."
It's
so
a pretty
it's comfortable. Dress. And it has pockets, and he's been oohing and aahing over it all day.
Yeah.
He's obsessed with it. I think he likes the elephants.
That and the zebra.
And the zebra, I really like the buttons. I love the pockets though. And it's so soft.
If it doesn't have pockets, she doesn't want it.
That's true. He knows me very well. Anyway, we're going to go to bed. Probably going to vlog this weekend because we've got a lot of stuff going on this weekend. Because we did nothing last weekend. We were all sick last weekend and tired, just getting back from a trip.
It was the recovery weekend.
We did laundry last weekend, and I need to do more laundry this weekend. Because last weekend we did Mom's laundry, and Mom did laundry from the trip. I need to do laundry from my suitcases, which I still have not unpacked, which I need to do tomorrow.
And stuff from this week.
Yeah. Because I'm going to run out of socks, which is not cool. So, anyway, we're going to go to bed. You guys will see us in another video really soon. Bye.